Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to our out of the box developer session. Um, I think we are now we are back to the track, right? When we have a skip 1 week and then we go back because last week, the last session, we had some shifts, but I think now uh, we are back to the common calendar. And yeah, if you are hearing us, watching us, please say here in the chat so we can also say hello for you and bring your questions. And today, I think, especially we're going to talk about a very interesting topic. Actually, it's a very important topic, right? If you work with Java ecosystem, and well, we're going to talk a bit about more about it during the session. But let me just first say hello, Chila. How are you?
Hello, Hugo. Hello, Thiago, Igor, and everyone who is with us tonight. So I'm fine, and I think the topic is really interesting. Uh, so personally, I didn't know exactly what all these acronyms or terms are meaning for a long time, and now I started to look after it and to understand better also why they are very important for the Java ecosystem. So let's see.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, that will be very important for to dive deeper into the Java world, right? And yeah, but let me just say hello first to Igor. Hey Igor, how are you, man?
Hey, hi, Hugo. Hi, Tila. Hi, Tiago. Hi, everyone that is watching us. A pleasure to be here. And it's a great subject. It's almost like going back home because I'm a seasoned Java developer since the beginning of my career. And I've worked for a short time with other languages, but always coming back to Java. And lately is that I'm working with another languages JavaScript, TypeScript, Node. It's framework, of course, and but coming back to Java is something is always like going back home, and it's a universe like this. The topic says it. It will be great to learn and also to share my knowledge on this subject, and looking forward for it.
Excellent, excellent. And I think I feel like you, right? I also start with Java, and then I work with JavaScript and move it to .NET, and now a lot of Python, but still creating some projects myself with Java. It's always a welcome language, at least a safe place to play, right?
Absolutely. So the life in the technology world makes us move between the technology and the stacks. So it's always great to come back home to, especially to a subject that it was the foundations of our career, I would say.
Yeah, cool. Agree with you. And let me say hello also to Thiago. Hey, Thiago, how are you, man?
Hello everyone. Yeah, very excited to hear more about the subject. I think it's very important subject for those who are working with Java because I think it's very important to keep updated. Because every two
Excellent.
years we have a new release, like a LTS version, let's say that. So yeah, it's very important to keep updated.
Cool, cool. Yes, and I would like to say hello to Andres that sent message here to us.
Hi,
Hey, Andres, great to
Andres.
have you here. And
Andres,
yeah,
we need to do
but
a shirt for Andres because he's our first, he's our number one fan. So you need to have a shirt with the out of the box, and you come to show this shirt in some next session.
Excellent, cool. And yeah, we put the title "The Java Universe: Exploring How Java Evolves" because as you may know, Java is open source, so it is a community that keeps selecting the new features that gonna be part of the JDK, the Java Development Kit, and how these proposals born, and actually how things get included inside the language. That's a whole process, and I don't know if you are familiar with the JDK, OpenJDK website, where they have lots of things um, documented about the features that will be part of the releases or not. And there's a quite huge, lots of documentation, lot of things that going on behind the scenes, right? And there's a lot of people that keep these things all working. But today we're gonna talk about it in a special way because Sheila today she's gonna present some of these talk about a bit about these processes and let's deep dive more into it. And in the end, I think it's in the end, Shiva, or are you gonna be going through the visualization since the beginning?
Yes, also in the meantime, but at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the meantime, she's gonna share a very interesting way to understand a bit more about this word, how these important features are included inside this language that is used all around the world in lots of billions, trillions of devices around the world, and keep most of the enterprise systems working on your and doing their jobs, right? So, Sheila, I think I don't know how do you want to start this discussion?
Maybe I can start very shortly with the motivation why I did this, because I think I was looking for some information about new Java features, and I just bumped into those things like JEP, GSR, and so on. And I wanted to somehow understand it better, how things are related together, and also make it more visible. Because if you are doing something, if you visualize something, then you are better able to understand the relations. That was one motivation, and also trying to show it in a way that you understand how Java evolves, or what can be the impact of Java during all those days. So that was a second motivation. And of course, there was a third motivation because I am interested in data visualization, but I didn't know how to connect those two topics, Java and data visualization, in a way. So as always, Bruno had the idea how I could connect those two domains together. So I think let's jump into the topic. So maybe I can just share the screen, or shall we wait for Bruno for a second? I can share it and then we will see. So I was thinking about the whole process, and if you are looking, I was looking at this page, like the OpenJDK page. I'm just showing you JDK 25. So this is basically the Java Development Kit version 25, which is basically an reference implementation of the specification, Java specification. So every JDK is somehow connected with a reference with a GSR number, but we are going to it a little bit later. So this is basically this original site page from Oracle, and it is just listing all the features, those JEPs that are included in this release. So yes, so maybe I can, if I show it here, this is the same thing. So this is the Oracle site, the original one. And then I was thinking a bit further and wanted to visualize somehow. So first, how can you visualize the JDK, so the Java Development Kit in an easy way? So I was thinking about maybe we can visualize the JDKs as stars. So for each JDK version, I can imagine this is a star. And for me, I just named it historical version, every version that is before this 6-month cadence has been introduced. So those are the versions, full versions of Java, more or less regularly that came out. And
Yeah, before you keep going, let me just get a moment here. Say hello to Pat Baumgartner from Switzerland. Also, I see Letícia Mancio, a great friend of us here. Hey, Letícia, great to have you here. I think it's Samuel also saying hello. Hi, everyone. And we have Mahinda from India, attendance. Great. Welcome, Mahinda. And let me just say hello also to the person we are also waiting to compose this this board here. So, and I think it's the best person to talk to say about Java as well, because he's the Java man from Brazil. So, hey, I just want to say hello to Bruno. Hey, Bruno, how are you, man?
Hey, hello everyone. Amazing
Hi,
to have you all
Bruno.
here. So good to see you all. So, hey Igor, hey Thiago, hey Hugo, and especially hey Tila. Good that you're presenting this to the world, right? I've been looking Tila kind of growing this visualization that she has, and it's great to actually see this out in the world. So that's amazing.
Thank you, Bruno. Thank you for being with us. So tonight.
Yes.
So,
the one thing that I like about what Tila is doing is because Java is such a big thing, right? It's like a universe, right? And there's so many things in it, and it's hard to visualize some of the things that we use, right? We're using Java. We hear about OpenJDK. We hear about JAPs. We hear about GSRs, right? All those crazy things and projects like Valhalla and Loom and so. And it's hard to visualize this. It's hard to visualize the things that we're using, right? So, nothing like an expert in visualization to help us see what we use.
Yeah, so what I am showing, this is really the first step. I am presenting my ideas, how I imagine this. And it's, of course, it's only a start. So we can have a lot of more ideas for later how to enhance this whole thing. But maybe I can continue with the visualization. So as I mentioned, those are those historic versions for me. I'm just saying they are the white old versions. And for the new versions, I thought that I'm doing something similar. So those are the orange or golden versions of Java. This is a normal version that is coming out next March. And then what we have right now, this is the JDK 25 version right now, and I thought it must be a full star because it's a long-term support version, so it's longer valid and supported. So somehow I wanted to distinguish between those different kinds of versions. And there is something that you can also see here. It's not only this JDK version number, but there is also a GSR number. And this GSR is this Java specification request. And each version is basically associated with a GSR, with a so-called platform GSR, because those JDKs are basically the OpenJDK is the implementation of this reference specification. So if a new version is coming out, it's not just a release, a new Java release, but it is always connected to a specification. So with this connection, you know exactly what is in Java 25, for example. And this is how it works somehow. So everything has got a number associated with it. And then I was thinking more about the OpenJDK side of the whole thing, not only JDK, but about the JEPs, because if you are looking at this JDK page again, you see that the JDK version is composed of different JEPs, different features basically. And all those JEPs or Java enhancement proposal, they have a number, they have a title. So there is a content, there is a proposal in features, what should be in this version. And I wanted to visualize it also in some way. If you look at this page for an example of a JEP, then you can see different attributes, a little description, summary, and so on. But somehow I was thinking about how to do it in a different way. So what I came up with is basically how I want to visualize those JEPs. It's with a different kind of star. So it's another star, and you can have a JEP number on it. So this was one idea how I could visualize this. And all those JEPs are basically somehow they surround the JDK version because they are part of that JDK, those JEPs here. And they together, they compose the whole version of Java. And usually those numbers don't mean a lot for most people. So you can also have a little description on a little keyword or something that maybe reveals more information about those JEPs. Maybe if you are looking at here, then you can see that there are two different kind of representations for JEPs. So those two representations there are full JEPs, because they are somehow features that are that will be completed at some point. They might be completed in this JDK, or they will be completed in the next 6 months time. And the other ones that are empty JEPs, they are either preview features or experimental features, or there is a third one, the incubator. So there are types of JEPs, and for those JEPs, that is important to remember that they are somehow experimental, because those features were proposed by people, but you never know if they will be implemented in the same way, or maybe they will be withdrawn at a later time, or they will be implemented in a different way. So they are somehow not, you don't know yet if they will be basically integrated or not.
And they can be removed as well. Just a point.
I think maybe, yes.
Yeah, that happened with something that I've written an article about, a new feature that it was introduced on Java 22. I believe it was experimental, but they decided to drop it on Java 24 because it was not mature enough. And it was funny because it was one of the users on the community that left me a comment. Great article, but by the way, this feature was removed on version 24. So great, the community is helping also on inform on the new. I was writing about the version 21, but he also advised that feature was dropped on 24. That's the power of Java community. So it's great. And maybe this feature will come as a complete feature on JDK 26. I don't know. I didn't look down that again. But just sorry to illustrate about how features, experimental features, they can be introduced. They can be very useful, but sometimes the community or the process can just postpone them to the future.
Yes, and here you mentioned a very important point, that if something is a preview feature, for example, then they are also waiting for feedback from the community. So you can switch on if you want to use it, and if you see some strange behavior, then you can make a comment on this somehow. So, and I think that the people who are working on OpenJDK really, they appreciate those feedbacks, because they help them or anyone to judge better if it's the right way, or if there might be maybe some things that can be better, or they can improve it later.
Yeah. I don't know if Andres read that comment on the article. If he's very aware of the change, but he just sent us here in the chat. It was string templates that I was writing about it.
Okay, maybe we can have a look right now. Okay, first preview feature. Okay, yes.
Yeah. And it was a great feature, by the way, but I don't know if they found something that they consider not mature enough. But great. It's a great way to see this way, how you're showing with the JEPs around the JDK. It's how they compose each release.
Yes, exactly. And one thing that I realized, that a feature can take longer than 6 months to get it ready, get it finished. So a feature can span several JDK versions until it's realized and implemented. And for each version, they are getting a different JEP number, but still the same feature. I didn't know that. So one JEP number is only valid for one 6 months period, and then you are getting a new JEP number for the.
So you can track a feature just by the JEP number because it can change every 6 months if it does take more than 6 months to release.
Yes, it can happen that.
Okay.
And
I
then
didn't know that.
usually they are related. So
Mm-hmm.
I think you can see it here somewhere. Maybe not here. Yes, for example, here. And then there is a relationship between those JEPs. Like here, structured concurrency, it has got a number 505. And then the fourth preview, the previous preview, has got another
And
number.
the next one,
Yes.
another
and
number.
the next one
Cool.
is getting another number as well. So that's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
And because you have this feature open, this one it's another one that has a little bit chance between the fourth preview and 50 preview, if I'm not wrong, or 50 and 60. I think it's 50 and 60, and it has some breaking chance. And like Igor share here, there are some JEPs that can be removed if they are in preview features, if they are preview features, or incubator, and also have breaking chance. So if you want to use preview features, be aware of it, because they can be discontinued or removed or have some breaking chance.
Yeah. But Batman is here to breaking everything. So this is his JEP for sure.
Yes, maybe we can take another step further, because I wanted to see right now everything somehow together. So, and then
And
I was,
yeah, just let me say while you're going to the next step, just say hello to Marco and Mateos. I see they both say hello here as well. Great to have you here, guys. And yeah, Shiva, the room's getting full here today. Everyone wants to see your project. Right.
yes, so let's see the next step. So I was thinking about the time scale, where you can see all the JDK versions. Right now it is JDK 25 selected because this is the current valid version. And so I wanted to somehow visualize it from JDK 10, which was the first version after introducing this 6-month cadence. And also I wanted to show some more information. So if you are hovering over, then you get some more information about the JEP. What is it about the state and the title. So, you know, it's about generation Shenandoah, and then it's about scoped values. And there are some preview features. One of my favorites is the vector API in incubator state, because you will see later how long it takes, how many versions it takes until it progresses and it's still in incubator state. So there can be breaking changes. You don't know if it's going to be finished in this way. So, and then you can select the next version, maybe 26, which will be introduced in March, in a month. And you can see other versions like 24. I'm showing this because I saw that it has got a lot of JEPs. So it's quite a lot of information here. And there are maybe some other JDKs. What shall I select next? Any
Maybe
suggestions?
Trent 1,
Wait, which?
Trent 1, or 14. 14, I think it's also a good one. There are many JEPs, I think 14,
Okay, 14 is here.
or at least some good JEPs.
Yes, yes.
It's interesting to notice how Java started evolving since JDK 10, right? So they established these 6-month changes and all these JAPS enhancement to make the language evolve. And can you tell us a little bit about how was this change? Because before that, Java was kind of very slow paced evolving, right? And the biggest change was on GDK 8, but now we can see that after 2018, they did move forward in a much faster pace.
Yes, because I think the philosophy has changed. Because before they made a release when they have enough features somehow together, and they were waiting for that to be finished, and now they basically they came out with a version with fully functional features. And right now the philosophy is different, because a lot of features are maybe only preview features, so you don't know the future yet. So they are a little bit experimenting with it. They're seeing how is the feedback from the community, so whether it's the way to introduce it or include it in the new version, or maybe it needs some adjustments. So, but in any case, you can you can be sure that after 6 months there will be another version, maybe with less new features than it used to be before, but you can count on this. So I think this one important difference.
Yeah, it was a big change by for sure. It made the features being much more dynamic and evolving. It's a good change.
Yes. And then, so here I am showing this change, this evolution on a time scale. And then I was thinking about, what about showing everything at once? So it's also a very experimental way or perspective how I was seeing this whole thing. So I just visualized everything in once. And then here with those bigger circles, you can see the JDK versions themselves. And then within those JDK versions, then you can have those JAPs that belong to that specific version. And here,
you can see how much Java has evolved in the last several years, right? Because
yeah,
every two versions that you see there is a year. So in just a few years, that's how much things have changed or have improved in the Java
yes.
ecosystem.
Yes, and here again, which is more orange, those are the LTS long-term support versions, and this is the normal version. And this very little circle, you don't have much information on it yet. So this is for JDK 27, which will come sometime in September. So there is only one chap at the moment connected to it. So you don't know yet what's coming here. So
And it's cool to think that each of these small balls are changes on the new feature on the language on the platform, a totally new way to write the Java code, and there's a lot of of change of proposals, right? Each of them is a single proposal.
Yeah, and there is one thing more. These are big features, right?
Yeah.
JAPs are done, are created when there are, I think, more than one person working on the feature. So it's big features. There are also many improvements on the language, some small methods, things that the language keep improving that are not done by JEPs. So we have all these
Oh,
JEPs and also many other features that are done by, let's say, small improvements.
They are like coming in like in a bug report or something, like a new feature in their system, maybe.
Yeah, if you open the release notes from the version, there
Yeah.
are also features that are done or bug fixes that are done not by JEPs.
Yes. And also there are JEPs, for example, that are changes that require the change in the specification itself. So they are not only like light changes, but they require some specification changes, and it's uh, then it's needs to be reviewed by, for example, by the Java. This is the GCP, basically, where it's going to be reviewed and look at it if the specification is okay, or everyone understands it, there have been enough work with it, and then they can vote on it. And if it's accepted, then it will be part of the larger platform specification. So everything that requires a bigger change, like an API is going to be deprecated, or a function is disappearing, or something changes that you need to keep track of it, and that changes the specification, because this specification, the platform specification, is connected to this version, the reference implementation for OpenJDK. But if someone goes there, okay, I would also like to implement Java, why not? Then you have got the specification, and then you could implement if you wanted, but it would be, of course, a lot of work. So,
and this is very interesting because I'm not the guy that keeps an eye on every jet that appears or not. I'm more okay. They released 25. What is a 25? That is the LTS, and let's use. So I didn't have this view of, oh, so many things is implemented every year. And like Bruno said, every two version here is a year. I didn't know that there was so many things that is proposed and implemented during these versions. And it's very interesting to see it. It's a huge work from the community to make it work right.
Yeah, and as Sheila's talking about, there's the work being done on the code, there's the work being done in the specification, and not every change is a specification change, right? There's lots of things. There's just implementation. So if you have a new garbage collector, for example, that's just implementation. So you can have huge changes in the Java environment that do not reflect on a specification change, for example. You know, I mean, you can implement a whole new garbage collector, and that has no impact on the specification. And so all those things are kept track. The things are changing in OpenJDK. The things are changing on the JCP, and everything. We see everything together here.
Cool.
yes, and then if there are no questions, then maybe I can go to the next ID. So I was thinking about those JEPs, like I mentioned before, and I wanted to visualize the connections between those JEPs as well, because you saw that there may be connections some kind of relation between two JEPs, like fifth incubator state and then the sixth incubator state. So they are related because it's a similar content. And but there can be other relations as well. So this JEP is blocking the other one, or depending, waiting for other JEPs to be finished before, or they can be maybe withdrawn later. So, or they can be a duplicate. And then I'm just going to show something, some more simpler example, like maybe I can have a look at this. So if I'm clicking on this, then you can see this is the foreign function and memory API. And as you can see, that started somewhere, maybe the whole ID, foreign function memory API, which is done later part of the project Panama. So they started thinking about it, maybe, yes, JDK 14. And then you can see they were discussed about the memory access API, and then came JDK 15, and then JDK 16, and
Sure.
so on. And then, yes.
I'm not sure if you made it responsible, but it is possible to zoom in on the graph. I think it will help to
zoom in.
the audience to
works,
see the
zoom
letters.
in works great. Yes.
Yes, that's the problem. So it's a experimental feature, so there can be changes, of course. So I'm not sure. Now that's not really better.
Zoom in, that works great. No problem.
Yes, maybe it's yeah. Oh, yes. So I was somewhere here. Maybe I can.
It's a constellation. Looks like a constellation of the JEPs going across each of these JDKs until it reaches its final.
Yes, because here it's still a preview. You can see
they are preview on all of this.
Preview anymore, so it's a normal. This is what you can see here, and also my favorite example I wanted to show this with the vector API because it's still incubator state. It started somewhere here, 16, and then 19, 21. And we are here with 26, and it's still in that status. So, there is still a lot of work with it. So that's just picking out.
And it started 6 months, right? So as you can see here, it's many years developing this vector API, keeping improving it. So it's a lot of effort.
Because one of the things that people were worried about the 6 months release cadence is that, what if something takes longer than 6 months to be developed, right? And that's totally okay, right? It's just, if something takes longer than 6 months, it will, it will show up in the JDK when it's ready, right? At some point, right? So, and I think the Vector API is a good example of things that have been in development for a long time, and it's still, it shows up as preview version, right? So people can use it, can experiment. You can give feedback, right? So you can improve it, and all of these is just being, as I say, is a preview version. It's a preview feature, so it's not recommended to be used in production, anything like this, but allows developers to experiment, to learn from, to write articles about, right? Like Igor is talking about, he wrote an article about these kind of things, and so all of these helps to improve the feature until it's ready for everyone to use. Because once something is added to Java, right, it's almost impossible to remove, right? It takes many years for anything to remove, because people start relying on it. And as Andre said here, that you can benefit from new version without having to touch or even recompile your code. Exactly, right? So you can, the Java code keeps running, keeps working without even recompilation on multiple versions. So this stability, it's very important for Java. And so it's better to have many years of discussion until we agree on something that's final and then can stay in the JVM for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it's a very solid process to do that way.
Mm-hmm.
Very solid.
Yes, and then maybe I can show my last ID at the moment, what I did. So I wanted to visualize everything at once. So seeing basically the whole Java galaxy for the moment. So that's what I came up with at the moment. So there are a lot of stars.
Amazing.
And the JDK versions, and surrounding with a lot of jabs. So you can click on it and then you can see. Unfortunately, it is not that responsive yet. So you are right. It can be improved. It can be better so that you can see it better. But I'm just showing the ID, what is behind. So you can see the one JDK version, and then you can see all the surrounding jabs. And then you can click here, and then you see the connection that this jab has to its JDK and to other jabs. And if this is related to this, then this is related to this, and so on. And so you can play around a little bit. That was my idea, to play around a little bit what's happening here, looking at maybe at some other features. That's a great example. Remove applet API. So who has worked with applets?
Yeah, that was for me was a very definite moment, right? Because I started Java doing applets, and then applet has been removed, and it was like it's like an end of an era for me.
Yeah, I do remember about the applets. I didn't develop them. I used them. But yeah, it's a change. It's a completely change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there you won't have much time because the 70 maybe. Yes, so they are going to remove it right now in the next version.
Oh,
So
and
if
that's
you
interesting. Yeah, that's
Something-
interesting for data analysis.
interesting reminder, if you have something
Yes.
on your floppy disk, then maybe last chance to
Especially for banks, right? Banks love to use applets, and they will need to move, or otherwise they will keep their Java version in a outdated version for years before they do this move. And that's what they usually do.
Yeah, but banks have been moved to
To service, right?
Java Web Starts, right? It was Java Web Start was the replacement of applets many years ago already. So yeah, there's still a few companies that they use. Even Java Web Start is probably not being used much anymore. But yes. Marco Coelho says it's impressive how many versions there are in Java. Testimony to its legacy. And that's cool because Tila only added here version after 10.
Yes.
There's still,
many before.
Yes. Over half of Java history is not even depicted here.
That's true.
Yes, it is not here. And there is one more thing that is not here, but I'm thinking about it because we were talking about JAPs, but for people, JAPs is maybe less understandable, and people are talking about projects like Panama, Valhalla, or like bigger features. So like lambdas, records, and you cannot translate it one-to-one to a JEP. So I'm thinking about how you can make it more interesting to show what are projects and how they evolve over the different versions. But right now, this is what I have at the moment. And this is just a small reminder that everyone is welcome to participate in this whole process, so you can contribute as well to Java's evolution. Maybe in the Java community process, if you are about interested in specification, or maybe just writing an article, something, going there, fixing some little things. So I think that's also the idea behind the community, that there's a huge community behind Java. So that's also something that makes it stronger. So
It
that's
was
it for
great.
the moment.
It was great, Chila. I really like to see on that way. I do like to see things that are more on code or textual. You know that expression that says, "Do you want me to draw it to understand it better?" You just did it. You just put that on picture on a constellation, and it's interactive. That's the amazing thing of it. Much easier to understand and to follow. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Tila.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very helpful. And one more thing, Chila, that maybe you can keep improving. We talk about the projects. I think this is very good idea. But are also all the JEPs that are not here? There are JEPs that will come in the futures. The draft ones, right? The draft JEPs are not here because they are keep improving and they are draft. And I think there are many JEPs that are in this state that I don't know, it will maybe come later in a future version, maybe 27 or 28, whatever. So having also like a constellation with all the stars for the future, I think it's also a good thing.
Okay. Yes.
Stars that are not attached to a version. Something like that.
Yes. So there are a lot of ways to think it in a different way about. So actually, a lot of direction you can choose from. So, and Andres is also mentioning here that maybe searching by chat name or description. So ability to search, it would be definitely easier than just trying to guess where it is and then locating what you are looking for. So
Yeah, we have
Yep.
comment also from Alicia. This visualization clearly showed each evolution, and I totally agree with her. I myself, I just seen a single JEP. Sometimes someone tell me about some JEP. Oh, this is a feature. I only see a single page with all the details, and never been able to navigate and have this whole visualization. So for me, it's really interesting to see all the constellation, and we can take a look on and we have this overview of all the JEPs that is around a single version, or these connections that, oh, this JEP is it's evolving for a long time, as you say, like the vector API. So I didn't know that they are so long around there. So yeah, that's kind of insights. It was not possible, at least for me, it was not possible to have before you create this project. It was really interesting to have. I think lots of people will be able to have other interesting insights.
It's like for those of you that have been on the Atomium on Brussels in Belgium, each of the elements it's a JEP and the whole Atomium is a GDK. So you go inside of each part of it, and the GDK would be a lots of atomiums together. That's where we got this constellation. Just came to my mind a physical place that would represent that.
I see.
And
I
one
see.
thing,
Go ahead.
and Chila read the Andres message about the suggestion of doing a search, but she jumped the most important part. He said, "Love the visualization," right? So I think congratulations, Chila. I think that was great. I think that I find very interesting how much information is out there. You're just getting like a slice of information from the OpenJDK websites, and being able to show that, right? Like Hugo was talking about, it's so much easier for us to see things you're not thinking about, how the relationships of things are. Like Leticia said, right? So how the evolution, how things evolved. And one of the thing that I found amazing of visualization is that you get those information they're hiding, right? So we don't see it, and then you make them visible, right? And once you make them visible, then we can appreciate it. We can use that better. We can improve our knowledge. We can improve our understanding. So so lots of people might not see how much Java has evolved lately, and this here just kind of gives like a very, very big, interesting a view on how Java evolved, and so yeah, I'm with Andres here. I love the visualization. Congratulations.
Great.
Maybe one last thing, I can share the link to it if you want to play with it.
Cool. That'll be awesome.
Just pasting it into the chat, so you can play around, and then if something is not working, or you would like to add something, then maybe we can think about it and make more things happen.
Excellent. Here, juniverse.santo.swiss.
Yes.
If you want to take a look,
You
Go
will
ahead,
be
Chila.
able to see the stars of Switzerland by the hands of Chila.
Yes, and the cool thing is that you can Chilo is showing here, but if you click on this link, I recommend everyone right now click on the link, because if you click on the link, you can navigate yourself, right? So you can take a look at your own JAPs. You can see the one that I like a lot. To see the garbage collection evolution, right? When you see how the garbage collection connects with so many JAPs and so many different versions, right? So yeah, click on the link right now, go experiment it, go navigate yourself, and see if you can find the relationships on the project that you like most. It's a very, very interesting view of the Java universe.
Yeah, I have it open in front of me right now, and that's very interesting to see.
Yeah, me too. I found the garbage collector I mentioned on TDK 10. Not sure if it started here.
Cool. And we have lots of compliments here, Chila. Mateo said, great content. Thank you so much. Leticia also, congrats, Chila. Andres clapped his hands. I was playing it during the presentation. Samuel also thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, Leticia, let's share this site a lot. I think there's a lot of use and helpful for many people that is in the Java community.
Yeah, so Andres said he took the URL from the screen share and is already playing with it, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Now,
And
Chila, there's just one thing here. When you start doing this, I remember that that you're telling me that you wanted to do a scroll telling, right? This whole notion of that you scroll the page and then you get more information. So, tell us a little bit about visualization. Tell us a little bit about scroll telling. What that's all about.
Mm-hmm. No, it was just the idea that you are trying to tell a story, but at the same time, as you are scrolling down, this story evolves, so develops, and then step by step, you are able to see some more information. So the visualization is more or less on a stable place, but the story is rolling. You see the visualization, how it's evolving. So this is my first attempt to really implement it, and you can make it in a lot more sophisticated way as well. But I'm just taking one step after the other. So that's the idea behind how you can make it something more visible and telling something about it.
Yeah.
hey, Tila, and just a question. I'm not sure if this is related to what Bruno just asked. But the data on this visualization, you grab it into your website, or are you getting that dynamically from the Open GDK?
Right now, I neglected that site, so I gathered that information. It's still static in the way that I am not crawling the OpenJDK sites yet regularly or automatically. So that's a piece, a puzzle piece that's still missing. But basically, if there are some news, then I can include it quite quickly. And then it is just I'm playing with some source files and then
Okay.
adding one more line for one more chat, and that's it. So the rest is coming.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, because this is not an information that changes that quickly. Of course, you need to keep up to date, right? And it's but as you know, right, these things the release are every 6 months, right? So those things change slowly, right? So it's not needed to be scrolling every day or the JCP to actually get this information, right? The OpenJDK. Marco says this presentation was incredible, Tila. Yes. Woohoo.
Incredible. I really enjoy it.
Yes.
I really enjoy it.
Now, when is going to be the next time you present this, Tila?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I know when the next time is, so I'm sure you did too.
I'm not sure if it's coming, Bruno. Maybe
It is
you know
coming.
more, but it is coming.
Tell everyone where you're going to present next.
Next month, on March.
Yes.
After Java 1, right?
Oh,
Yes. Yes, Chila will present that on the face-to-face meeting at the JCP, the Java Community Process, right? So,
great.
I'll be there. Luis Real is going to be there, and so Chila's going to present remotely and show this whole thing to the JCP Executive Committee board.
Oh, great.
The
Congratulations.
people that makes the decision. That's cool. Really cool. Excellent. So, and we're gonna be happy to have you sharing how was the experience later.
Lovely.
With us, Chila.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congrats, Chila. And as said.
Today was a warm-up for that. I'm pretty sure you will nail it the way you did today. If you do that there, You will nail it. It will great. It will be great, and you'll be with Bruno and with Luis. So you're at home there, representing us.
Yes, the out of the box developer going to be there in
Yeah,
strong.
Yes,
Yeah.
very strong. Not only
Cool.
so Java, but out of the
out the box as well.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, excellent. So, so we are on time here, but yeah, we had this great presentation. Chilo, thanks a lot for not for the presentation, but also the project, this incredible project that you made for the community. I think that I said many times, but that's really helpful thing and very interesting visualization we get. And yeah, I wish you all the best for to present it to showcase it for the JCP community. I think that they will be very happy to see such kind of contribution for the ecosystem. So, do you want to say any last word regarding to this experience for the audience, Joe?
No, not specifically. But I am happy if you have new ideas, of course, that maybe we can talk about it and how we can enhance it.
How people can reach you for to exchange ideas and
reach you. Maybe the best way is maybe on LinkedIn. That's
LinkedIn.
Yes, that would be one opportunity. Or if you are coming to JCon, for example, that would be another opportunity if you are coming to one of those conferences.
Okay. Let me get the LinkedIn from LinkedIn.
I never know where I have it. Just.
You have it here?
Maybe I need to.
I got it now. So I just paste here on the chat.
Okay, all right.
So everyone can connect with Chila. And yeah, I think that's it for today. So thanks everyone. See you on the next session. And if you like it, hit the like button and follow us on the LinkedIn. We have the community, the channel, and we are posting every time we're gonna have a new session. So that's it. See you all. Bye bye.
That's good.
Take care, guys.
Congrats, Chila. Thanks, everyone.
Congrats, Chila. Thank you. Take care, guys.